back, everybody. Finally figured out how to put the video horizontal landscape mode, whatever it's called, while I'm streaming on my phone. Took a while. Yeah. So we are doing another read through today, except we are doing Star Wars, because Star Wars is awesome. It's funny. I read all of these books before, and like when I was younger, I actually read all of them before I saw the movies, but I never really, like, I've always liked the universe, but I never really got into it a whole lot until recently. Sorry, I have a friend of mine messaging me, so that's why if you see my finger over here, I'm just moving the message up. I actually have been reading this series with Gideon, and there's a lot of parts that I forgot, so I'm starting to, I actually am starting to enjoy it a lot more. Sorry, I'm pretty tired, than I did before, so that's always cool. Hi to the one person watching, by the way. Thanks for the thumbs up. I appreciate those. So without further ado, we are reading the first chapter of New Hope. This is actually the first. This is New Hope, The Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi in one book. I got it over the summer. Even though the binding's already coming apart, which is kind of sad for me because I love books and I hate it when it's like that. Alright. I'm actually going to be reading no, I'll just read the prologue. I'm not going to read the introduction. Alright. Another galaxy, another time. The Old Republic was the Republic of legend, greater than distance or time. No need to note where it was or whence it came, only to know that it was the Republic. Once under the wise rule of the Senate and the protection of the Jedi Knights, the Republic throve and grew. But as often happens when wealth and power pass beyond the admirable and attain the awesome, then appear those evil ones who have greed to match. So it was with the Republic at its height. Like the greatest of trees, unable to withstand any external attack, the Republic wrought from within, though the danger was not visible from outside. Aided and abetted by restless, power-hungry individuals within the government and the massive organs of commerce. What about cheese sandwiches? The ambitious Senator Palpatine caused himself to be elected president of the Republic. He promised to reunite the disaffected among the people and to restore Merry Christmas. Yay, it's finally Christmas. Well, Christmas Eve. Disaffected amongst the people and to restore the remembered glory of the Republic. Okay. It's not true. Once secure in office, he declared himself emperor, shutting himself away from the populace. Once he was controlled by the very assistants and bootlickers he had appointed to high office, and the cries of the people for justice did not reach his ears. Soon, I was like, that doesn't make sense. Soon he was controlled by the very assistants and bootlickers. Not sure what to say to that. He had pointed to high office, and the cries of the people for justice did not reach his ears. Having exterminated through treachery and deception the Jedi Knights, guardians of justice in the galaxy, the imperial governors and bureaucrats prepared to institute a reign of terror amongst the disheartened worlds of the galaxy. Many used the imperial forces in the name of the increasingly isolated emperor to further their own personal ambitions. But a small number of systems rebelled at these new outrages. Declaring themselves opposed to the new order, they began the great battle to restore the old republic. From the beginning, they were vastly outnumbered by the systems held in thrall by the emperor. Well, you have one more. I actually did a bunch of my shopping today because I forgot that tomorrow's Christmas Eve. Whoops. In those first dark days, it seemed... In those first dark days, it seemed certain the bright flames of resistance would be extinguished before it could cast a light of new truth across a galaxy of oppressed and beaten people. We set up? So much stuff today. What do you mean set up? From the first saga, Journal of the Willis. They were in the wrong place at the wrong time. Naturally, they became heroes. Oh, that's cool. Leia Organa of Alderaan, Senator. Chapter 1. Okay, by the way, it's been so long since I've watched the movies or read the books that sounds like a personal problem to me. But anyway, it's been so long since I've watched any of the movies, so if I pronounce any of these wrong, I'm sorry. I'm bad at remembering pronunciations for things. But anyway, so chapter 1. It was a vast, shining globe, and it cast a light of lambent topaz into space. But it was not a sun. Thus the planet had fooled men for a long time. Not until entering close orbit around it did its discoverers realize that this was a world in a binary system and not a third sun itself. At first it seemed certain nothing could exist on such a planet, least of all humans. Yet both massive G1 and G2 stars orbited a common center in peculiar regularity, and Tatooine circled them far enough out of permit the development of rather stable, if exquisitely hot, climate. Mostly this was a dry desert of a world whose unusual star-like yellow glow was the result of double sunlight striking sodium-rich sands and flats. This same sunlight suddenly shone on the thin skin of a metallic shape falling crazily towards the atmosphere. Wonder who that could be. The erratic course of galactic cruiser was intentional, not the product of injury, but of a desperate desire to avoid it. Long streaks of intense energy slid close past its hull, a multi-hued storm of destruction like a school of rainbow remoras fighting to attach themselves to a larger, unwilling host. Hold on. BRB. And I'm back. Hold on. Don't do that. If I chat... Why not say it in the comments? Anyway, where was I? Oh. One of those probing, questing beams succeeded in touching the fleeting ship, striking its principal solar fin. Gem-like fragments of metal and plastic erupted into space. That's because it's like $3 put together. At the fragments of metal and plastic erupted into space as the end of the fin disintegrated. The vessel seemed to shudder. Not really into that, but okay. Whatever floats your boat. The source of those multiple energy beams suddenly hove into view. A lumbering Imperial cruiser. I know it was a joke. Imperial cruiser, its massive outline bristling cactus-like with dozens of heavy weapons emplacements. Light ceased arching from those spines now as the cruiser moved in close. Intermediate explosions and flashes of light could be seen in those portions of the small ship which had taken hits. In the absolute cold of space, the cruiser snuggled up alongside its wounded prey. That's such a... Well then. Then what's the point of having a tree up if you're not going to decorate it? Too much work in little time. Okay. Again, why set up the tree then if you're not going to put decorations on it? I read that already. Another distant explosion shook the ship. But it certainly didn't feel distant to R2-D2 or C-3PO. Its concussion bounced them around a narrow corridor like bearing an old motor. To look at these two, one would have supposed that the tall human-like machine 3PO was the master, and the stubby tripodal robot R2-D2 an inferior. But while 3PO might have stiffened disdainfully at the suggestion, they were in fact equal in everything save loquacity. I don't know. And everything except height, where 3PO was clearly and necessarily a superior. Still another explosion rattled the corridor, throwing 3PO off balance. His shorter companion had the better of it during such moments, with his squat, cylindrical body's lower center of gravity well balanced on its thick-clawed legs. Hold on again. That kid is driving me crazy. Artie glanced up at 3PO, who was steadying himself against a corridor wall. Lights blinking enigmatically around a single mechanical eye as a smaller robot studied the battered casing of his friend. A patina of metal and fibrous dust coated the usually gleaming bronze finish, and there was some visible dents, all the result of the pounding the rebel ship they were on had been taking. And accompanying the last attack was a persistent deep hum which even the loudest explosion had not been able to drown out. Then, for no apparent reason, the basso thrumming abruptly ceased, and the only sounds in the otherwise deserted corridor came from the eerie, dry-out twig crackle of shortening relays or the pops of dying circuitry. Explosions began to echo through the ship once more, but they were far away from the corridor. 3PO turned his smooth, human-like head to one side, metallic ears listening intently. The imitation of a human pose was hardly necessary. 3PO's auditory sensors were fully omnidirectional, but the slim robot had been programmed to blend perfectly among human company. The programming extended even to mimicry of human gestures. But how can 3PO blend in with humans when he's literally made of metal? I don't know. Did you hear that? He inquired rhetorically of his patient companion, referring to the throbbing sound. They've shut down the main reactor in the drive. His voice was as full of disbelief and concern as that of many humans. One metallic palm rubbed dolefully at a patch of dull gray on his side, where a broken hull brace had fallen and scored the bronze. Scored the bronze finish. 3PO was a facetious machine, and such things troubled him. Madness! This is madness! He shook his head slowly. This time we'll be destroyed for sure. R2 didn't comment immediately. Barrel torso tilted backward, powerful legs gripping the deck, the meter-high robot was engrossed in studying the roof overhead. Though he did not have a head to cock in a listening posture like his friend, R2 still somehow managed to convey this impression. A series of short beeps and chirps issued from its speaker. To even a sensitive human ear, they would have been just as much static, but to 3PO they formed words as clear and pure as direct current. Yes, I suppose it did have to shut the drive down, 3PO admitted. But what are we going to do now? We can't enter atmosphere with our main stabilizer fin destroyed. I can't believe we're simply going to surrender. A small band of armed humans suddenly appeared, rifles held at the ready. Their expressions were as worry-wrinkled as their uniforms, and they carried about them the aura of men prepared to die. 3PO watched silently until they had vanished round a far bend in the passageway, then looked back at R2. The smaller robot hadn't shifted from his position of listening. 3PO's gaze turned upward also, though he knew R2's senses were slightly sharper than his own. What is it, R2? A short burst of beeping came in response. Another moment, and there was no need for highly attuned sensors. For a minute or two, the corridor remained deadly silent. Then a faint scrape could be heard like a cat at a door from somewhere above. That strange noise was produced by heavy footsteps and the movement of bulky equipment somewhere on the ship's hull. Carson. How can Kitty complete? Read, see. We just set it up now because we have Kitten and we don't want her to climb up the tree, so we'll have it up just for Christmas. It wasn't saying that C3PO and you spelled it wrong. It's C as in C, you see it. 3 as in 3PO. It is spelled SEE space THREEPIO. It's saying that by the looks of it, C3PO should be superior, but it's actually not. And I wasn't getting notifications of you sending messages. I'm sorry. I'm literally reading it. So I'm sorry. But here. Say C3PO and R2D2. So there. Motherfucker. As in the captions? Because the captions make sense that I would get it wrong. Well, this is how it was written, and the books came out before the movies, so I go by the books. And I can correct you if I want. Then what are you talking about? Then why are you in here? I like the books better than the movies, honestly. Yes, I agree. But I do like the books. I like all the books. I don't really like all the movies. When several muffled explosions sounded, 3PO murmured, "They've broken in somewhere above us. There's no escape for the captain this time." Turning... I don't know what having a phone has to do with any of that. I've never seen the movies or movie. That's why I have the Kindle app. That way I can still read but be on my phone. I also read a lot of fan fiction, so I mean, I'm still technically reading, even though it's mostly not canon, but whatever. Turning, he peered down at R2. "I think we'd better..." The shriek of overstressed metal filled the air before he could finish. And the far end of the passageway was lit by a blinding actinite flash. I don't know. Probably in bed. It is midnight after all. Well, 1 o'clock for Megan. Midnight here. So they probably went to bed. Somewhere down there, the little cluster of armed crew who had passed by minutes before had encountered the ship's attacker. Oh, I didn't know that. I never really know the time, like the time zones outside of Pensacola, because once you leave Pensacola, in one direction it's one time, and then if you go the other direction, it's a different time. So like if you go south out of Pensacola, there'll be like an hour. No. Yeah, they're like an hour and a half ahead of us, but if you go north of Pensacola, you guys are like an hour ahead of us, or something like that. Except for certain areas. Oh, okay. That's cool. 3PO turned his face and delicate photoreceptors away, just in time to avoid the fragments of metal that flew down the corridor. I know where you guys live. I just didn't know, like, your time zone. At the far end, a gaping hole appeared in the roof. What are you talking about? What custody papers? That doesn't even make sense. Well, I got 2 likes. That's cool. What custody papers are you talking about? I'm so confused. I think you're just being a jerk and trying to confuse me. At the far end, a gaping hole appeared in the roof, and the reflective forms of big metal head beads began dropping to the corridor floor. Both robots knew that no machine could match the fluid. I didn't sign any custody papers, so it's not legal. I think I'm good with just sticking with being your internet mom. You're too much stress. Probably. I'm glad that she's nice. I'd kick her ass if she wasn't. You're welcome. Why was she stressed out? Oh, about Christmas? Yeah, I get that. I've been stressed out about Christmas too. Yeah. It's been rough this year with Christmas. Especially with Gideon. Now that he's older, they can't win every game. I don't think any of my football teams played today, but Vegas played today as far as hockey, but they lost. I think it was like 4-3 or something. And then oh, they did play today? Oh yeah, it is Sunday. They usually play on Sunday. Yeah, I'm glad they won. The Ducks, I believe, played yesterday, but I think they lost. Vegas played yesterday and today. They lost both games, unfortunately. Yeah, I believe they played against the Kings. Fucking Kings. Yeah, they haven't been doing very well. But that's okay. Well, good for you. I left my ring somewhere. I like pickles. I want to say they're essential to life, but I actually know a lot of people who don't like pickles. But that's mostly because they don't like vinegar. And pickles are technically... I don't really have a favorite. I like all of them. I like pickles you get at the fair. Or maybe Vermont was the only one who did that. I don't know what's going on with my hair. It's so dry and gross. I'll have to wash it tomorrow. I have to go to a Christmas service tomorrow. Last time I've talked about pickles, Katie says how she... I didn't say that. Though I think the last time we talked about pickles, Jordan talked about how when I was pregnant I used to eat pickles and ice cream. But no I didn't. I never said that I deep-throated pickles. That's just weird. And I'm not that weird. I'm pretty weird, just not like that. No, I didn't. I don't deep throat pickles. There we go. I haven't signed no custody papers. Don't know what you're talking about. I guess this is more of just a video of you and me talking to each other. Ice. Welcome. Did you mean cone or did you actually mean cum? That is a very weird name for a restaurant. Ow. Oh, that is true. That I do. You're such a guy. I don't know about funny. Very original. and a little bit weird. How did you make me die? Oh, laughing. Yes, just a bit. Hold on. Wish Cat was here. It's weird without her. Why is it weird? Jordan is outside, probably smoking a cigarette. He likes being antisocial. I'm not ruining my skin. I don't have any open sores. You can only get lead poisoning if you have any open cuts on your skin where you're coloring. I mean, not that I'm gonna... No! He's being antisocial and he won't listen to me. He never does. Jordy is a bitch. No, Jordy is a dick. There's a difference. Jordan is a top. Because he's not always a dick. I mean, all guys are dicks at some point or another. Guess you just have to choose which one is worth dealing with. I'm a bitch at times and he's a dick. We're kind of a perfect match. And not a lot of people can deal with my crazy. So, there's that too. Why would you marry someone? Not that you can get married right now, but when you're old enough to marry someone, why would you marry them? Jordan's literally my best friend. Exactly. Yeah, Jordan's a dick and pisses me off at times, but we piss each other off, but there's no one else I'd rather spend my life with. Also, I've never really fell in love with anyone before I met Jordan. So, why would I give up on something like that just because he annoys me at times? I mean, guys are annoying, but when you find a person who knows when to stop and knows when to say I'm sorry, you hold on to them because that's very rare. What? Guys are annoying at times. I mean, girls are annoying at times too. I'm not trying to be like gender specific. What do you mean eating? I'm not eating anything. What's under where? I'm so confused. You were very confusing tonight, Carson. Oh. Wait. When did I say underwear? Oh. Oh. Let's see if I can do this. Oh, there's Jordan, Carson.
Did you forget something?
No. Hey! There. No, I'm not spelling that.
It's Katie's pee bottle. It's full of pee. That's why it's yellow.
It's lemonade.
Are you spelling what?
No. You're not getting me to say it. I fell for that when I was in elementary
dude, that's
school.
like 10-year-old stuff, man.
I said I. That was
I Spy with
my little eye. Carson's the only one that's in chat right now. I know, Carson's usually the only one that's in chat. Unless it's like 8 o'clock at night and then Kat comes in.
Which means one of two things.
Well, Kat's in...
Either Carson's your only true subscriber, or he's the only one of your subscribers that doesn't have a life.
No, Kat's at Mass. She had to go to midnight Mass. Yeah.
I feel bad for her being Catholic.
I know. Oh, hi, party man. You were in my stream last night. What are you doing up at whatever time in the morning it is? Oh wait, you're in California,
1:15,
right?
so it's like 9:45 there if Eastern Cali.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
It's 10:45 there too.
It's only 10 p.m.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, okay. I forgot that you were in California.
Yeah, California's 2 hours behind. I forget we're in Central Time here. I always forget. I'm so used to being on Eastern time, and I've lived here for 3 years, and I still think in Eastern time.
Well, I always like, I never can remember how, like, far behind California is. Yes, I did get Taco Bell.
Yeah, she asked me to go get her Taco Bell at
Jordan wouldn't
1
do
o'clock
it.
in the morning, and
So
I was not sober enough to drive a vehicle at that point, so I was like, you can go by yourself. I ain't driving to Taco Bell.
I went to Taco Bell. I ordered
this in
food.
the fridge for you.
Thank you. I ordered food for me. I ordered food for him, even though he said that he didn't want any. I got home, and like my phone doesn't work unless I have Wi-Fi for some reason.
And what I asked her to get me is exactly what she got me, because that's
How do you
that's
get
a
an
good
elephant
wife.
into a subway? I don't know how. If this is some kind of like pee joke or sexual joke, I'm gonna. I know. I was like, hey, can you put ice in that for me?
Oh dear Lord.
What?
Merlin's beard.
You're so weird.
Dumbledore's pajamas.
That one doesn't even make sense.
That's supposed to.
Flipping you off. I don't have any purple left. My purple Sharpie died. I'm very sad. What? Did you say I need to give it a penis now? I'm so confused. What did you actually say?
Exactly what I said. I did say the word penis.
What
Yes.
did you say?
I said Phoenix down.
Oh. Okay.
What, you're saying I need to penis you down now? It's a very white person way of saying a black person saying. So wait, if you dick a girl down, is that the same as cocking something up?
God help me.
Like, I know you can refer to something as cocked up, but like you screwed it up or you did it wrong or you ruined it. It's like, well, it's all cocked up now. But being
I've
cocked up
never
is not
heard
the
of-
same thing as being dicked down. They're two very different things.
I am actually 24, not 22. Dude. I
She's
didn't
been with me
even
for 5 years.
I didn't
If she's
even
not-
know you when I was 22 years old. No. I
She
met
stuck with me for 4 years or 5 years we've been together?
let's see. We started dating in 2014. But I've known
So
you
almost 5 years.
I've known you since 2013.
Well, okay, she's been with me almost 5 years now.
But we've
And
known
she
each
still ain't
other
left
for 5.5 years. God, time goes by
God,
quickly.
that's all it's been.
How do you get an... You already asked that. 5 years of doubt? No.
Fastest way to kill yourself?
Shooting yourself in the head?
Well, because then you gotta go with permits for the gun, and you have to wait for the gun to
True.
come in, so that could take days. I'd say running in front of a train, which unfortunately happens often down
But
here.
you still have to time it. Like, you have to know the train schedule.
Yeah, but that's about a 30-second look on
True.
Google. And
Please don't kill yourself.
And trains run through the town at least every hour or so you only have to wait maximum an hour.
Please don't.
Which is
kill
about how long
yourself.
they would take you to overdose.
Excuse me. Sorry. Subscribers. Carson's used to that by now. He's used to my burping. Draw on yourself. That's what I do when I'm depressed. It's actually very therapeutic. I also have nothing to do. I know, Carson, you've said this like 4 times now. Actually, only like 3, but still.
On a different note, a legal dose of marijuana is 150 pounds. I literally have to smoke more than my body weight to kill myself. Which is not possible.
Possible?
It's not possible or possible. It's neither. What would make something possible? Would it be something that can get pox?
I don't know.
Chicken or otherwise?
What, Carson? I'm not going to say it. I don't understand you.
I'll spell it EYECEEEUEPEE. Cup. Yes, I phonetically.
No, that's not what he's asking.
That's what he's asking you earlier, so I did it, and I was like, yes,
I know,
I just
but
phonetically
that is what he's talking about.
Take the S out of the subway and get the F out of the way, yeah.
And then he said there's no F in the way.
Yeah, there's also no I in team. But there
How
is
is
an I
he-
in time.
How is he stupid?
Me. Mine.
Mine. The fuck did you say? Technically, that is how you spell it. Phonetically. He's phonetically correct. Oh, effing way. Ha 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 ha. Please don't. Please don't. As I said, draw on yourself. That's what helps me. And you don't have to draw flowers. It could be whatever you want. I usually draw or write song lyrics. Boop, doop, doop. Hold on. We are taking a trip into my room real quickly. Whee! Doo 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 doo. Doo doo doo. I went on a website to find those jokes. Wow, you're lame. Fuck. Do 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 do.
You're still live. Oh.
I know.
I was like, you're still live, Katie.
I know.
I see that now.
Why would you tell me that?
I didn't think you brought your phone with you. I thought you just left it out there for them to just talk amongst themselves.
Yeah, because that's the shit that I would do.
Of course.
But Carson's not the only one in chat right now.
Yeah, but you would totally do that to Carson.
Maybe if he was by himself, yes. Jordan's being a dick again. Alright. It's kind of hard to... hold on. Let me see if I can find... Hold on, what'd you say? It's okay if I'm gone. No, it's not okay if you do that. I will miss you. By himself, there are many Jordan's being a dick. Okay. Hold on. Let me see. Can I? I can. Oh. See, there he is. He's asleep right now. Oh, I have 4 people watching. Cool. Alright. Turning that off so I don't wake up the kid. Jordan's calling you bye. Oh, no, can't. Okay. Welcome to my kitchen. Well, not my kitchen, but the kitchen. Okay, hold on. Ah, fuck. Okay. He was making a joke. Ah. Gross. Alright. Whee! Toto just talking? Yeah, pretty much. Where did I? Oh, here it is. Okay, he can chill out right there for a second and just look at his room. Alright. Turn this on. Ooh, that was a nice catch. That was on the floor. Okay. Fuck. No. No. That is so fucking loud. Oh. I know you did. I saw that you changed it. Okay. Hi, Jedi Rider. How are you? We're just taking a trip around our house. Hold on. Again. Hey, can you talk to them for a bit so I can go to the bathroom?
No, it's your stream, not mine.
Say hi to Jordan.
No, it's not. It's your stream, not mine.
I don't care.
I don't want to talk to them.
Why? Please. Oh.
Just like hold the thing out.
No, that's awkward.
You're awkward.
Yes, I am.
Hello, people. Apparently, I've now hijacked the stream. Okay. You guys get to look at my beautiful face. Why am I a dick? I mean, I'm always a dick, but why am I a dick right now? Specifically. Look, Katie made a shelf. Well, yeah, I am. But is there a specific reason other than the fact that Katie called me one? Hello, party man.
No one needs to hear me peeing.
No one needs to hear me at all.
Okay, yes, huh? Okay. Yes, he is a dick.
Yet neither of you can give me a good reason as to why. See, you hesitated too long. You don't have a reason.
I don't need a reason. I'm your fiance. I can call you a dick whenever I want.
You can call me a dick whenever you want before we were engaged. You didn't need to marry me to do that.
That's true.
Why are you just awkwardly standing in the doorway?
Because I'm awkward. Okay. Because she don't. I didn't tell you to call him a dick. But that's kind of true too. Alright. Back to sitting. There we go. Fuck. I left my notebook somewhere. Hold on. Can you see? Why do you want to see my PS4? The PS4 isn't that. He isn't playing anything. He's watching something. Do you really want to see her? Okay. If you really want to see her PS4, hold on. For some reason, they want to see our PS4. That's it.
Just like every other PS4.
It's really not that exciting.
It's your basic PS4.
He's watching some hockey YouTube video, like he usually is. I don't know what that is.
It's the guy I'm watching.
Thanks, Sherlock. Like, I didn't know that part of it.
You're welcome, Watson.
You are so weird. Okay. Oh. We decorated, well, I didn't decorate our tree. Jordan's mom did, but that's our tree. Since I'm showing you pretty much every other part of the house, why not? Okay, here we go. Oh, that's cool. I wanted the Star Wars one, but that was a bit expensive. I don't remember what it's called. It's some hockey YouTuber. No, he's in the bedroom. Why not? Why don't you ask him? Good night, Jedi Rider. Hope you have a great night. Smiles for toasting and caroling out in the snow. Now we scary ghost stories and tales of the glories of Christmases long, long ago. I can't believe I have 4 people watching when all I'm doing is literally just sitting here drawing on myself. Any of you guys doing anything exciting for Christmas Eve? That's cool. I'm seeing Jordan's stepdad's parents tomorrow. Well, later today, I mean. And then we have a Christmas Eve service we're going to. Unfortunately. Which is half the reason why I'm drawing on myself. Cause yeah, and Jordan's parent, or mom and stepdad, go to a Baptist church. And if there's a church I hate more than than Catholic, it's Baptist. Not that I hate Baptist, like people who are Baptist. I just don't like going to Baptist churches. I'm surprised I don't get hit by lightning when I walk through the door. Since I am technically a self-proclaimed witch, so. And tales of the glories of Christmas was not long ago. Ooh, nice. I'd count that as a score. I love Taco Bell. What do you normally get at Taco Bell? I heard you.
Aw, I was trying to scare you, but it didn't
I know.
work.
I was about to say, I think Jordan's trying to scare me.
I was trying to be really quiet, but it didn't work.
That's because I heard the curtains.
Yeah, I was supposed to have curtains.
a chalupa box with mountain slush. Yum. I asked him what he normally gets at
There's
Taco
a
Bell.
hockey player whose last name's Chalupa.
Your mom's gonna hate me for drawing flowers on my arms when we have the church service tomorrow.
Her long sleeves.
I have nothing to hide.
I'm gonna burst into flames.
I told them I'm surprised that I don't burst into flames.
Especially considering I'm a pagan.
Especially since I am a self-proclaimed witch.
Well,
So,
we're both pagans.
no, there's actually a difference between being a pagan and being a witch. There's actually something...
Isn't Wiccan isn't it a type of paganism? Because pagans basically is just they believe in more earth gods, multiple earth gods.
No, Jordan was hiding behind this wall.
Yeah, I was hiding behind that wall.
I don't know what Mike's sandwich shop is. We don't have one of those here.
Sounds good.
But I like Subway.
Subway's
So-
crap.
You're crap.
At what?
I don't know.
German. I'm crap at German.
Sure. You're better at it than me.
Yeah, but that's because you speak Spanish.
Your family's also German. My family's Spanish,
I
so
understand more German than I...
Mike's sandwich is great, probably.
Well, you live in California, so it's kind of
Yeah.
like a requirement in that state. No, because her adopted mom is from,
Southern California,
yeah, it's from...
Garden Grove.
Grove Street. Reminds me of just Grand Rapids of San Andreas. Yeah, her adopted mom's from...
Both my parents are
yeah.
from
Well,
Southern.
no, technically your dad's from Alaska.
Technically, my dad
Well,
was
he's born
born
in-
in Alaska,
That's where he's
but
from. You're from
grew
where you're born.
up in California. They moved when he was like
She's
1.
from Alaska, but they grew up in California.
Exactly. My dad.
Yeah, her parents are
My
both from
dad
Southern California, and her
says
mother
that-
is Mexican, so she grew up with...
Yeah, Yes, we have Red Lobster.
Red Lobster's
Great
crap.
Grand
You gotta go
Theft
to Joe
Autos.
Patty's. That's where you get good seafood now.
I don't like Grand Theft Auto. I'm sorry.
Red Dead's better.
I've never played it.
It's made by the same people. It's
I know.
It's basically old-time Western Grand Theft Auto, but it's way better because you get adorable horses. I say, you're gonna draw boobs on your boobs?
Yes.
You know what you should do? You should draw nipples on your nipples.
No. Grand Theft Auto? Probably because of all the prostitutes and shit, or hookers in Grand Theft Auto. I don't blame your mom for not letting you play. No, we don't have that. But that sounds delicious. Where is it? I played my first GTA when I was 7 years old on PlayStation. Wow, PlayStation 2, that takes me back. The first time I played Grand Theft Auto, I was like 10 or 11. Yes, I have had frozen yogurt before. Frozen yogurt is amazing. Eventually, I'm gonna have my whole arm covered in tattoos of flowers so I don't have to keep drawing them every single time. There we go. I will list every console I've ever owned. I've never actually owned any consoles. The PlayStation 4 is Jordan's. Well, technically it's ours now, but it's Jordan's. What do you think of my flowers? They're kind of lame, honestly. Xbox Wii. Gideon's hat is I had or had PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3. I've had a Nintendo before. Gideon's hat is too small for me. What was my last comment? I don't really know the difference between the two. Yes! I love tacos. I've never played. I've played both Xbox and PlayStation. I can't tell the difference, but that's just me. It's like Samsung, or not Samsung, it's like Apple and Android. The only difference that I found is that like the newer Androids seem to have a better phone quality than newer iPhones. Otherwise, I don't see any difference. Not sure what that means. Hold on, I'll be right back. Apple and Android are completely different. Not really. So loud. I've had both. Yeah, that's true. They do have more, but that's true. I wish I could play PlayStation 3 games on the PlayStation 4 without having any like connector cables or anything, because my favorite game is Fallout 3, which I can't live stream right now because I don't have a way to live stream it. Not sure what that means as far as being restricted or being open. Like as far as talking to people, or no, I'm pretty sure the only two people who are in chat right now are Carson and Party Man. My favorite phone I ever had was my iPhone 4. Well, as far as smartphones. My favorite phone in general, I mean, it was like, oh, yeah, I get that. My favorite phone was like one of the beginning no, don't. Can I comment? Nope. Do you mean dick? Or do you mean duck? 'Cause I don't have a dick, therefore I can't be a dick. Okay. Well, that does kind of make sense since I am a Ducks fan. My hair looks like shit. Party Man, do you watch hockey? I don't have either. And I don't really have the money. I like football too. What's your team? Please don't say Steelers. It's still stream. We're still doing a stream even if we're just talking. What? I'm not just talking about you. Jordan's the Steelers fan too. Niners and whoever is winning. I'm a Patriots fan. As much as Carson shits on me for that. 49ers are cool. I can respect that. Tom Brady needs to retire. Just kidding. But hey, that's because you didn't like the book I was reading. And then you kept interrupting me, so I figured, why would I read if you're the only... I have no opinion. Not really. I do have opinion, but I... I disagree with you with both parts, Carson. No, made some new music. Yeah, I agree. I haven't watched football in like a year or more. A year and a half, maybe. I think I watched a Super Bowl last year, and that was about it. I've mostly been watching hockey. Never would I have thought that I'd ever do that. When I met Jordan, I knew nothing about hockey whatsoever. Then I literally spent 5 hours one day researching hockey just so I would know what Jordan was talking about. Because I'm that kind of friend. Because even though I won't play Fortnite, I still know a lot about Fortnite. I watch it if Jordan's stepdad is watching it. Sometimes. I mean, even then I don't always watch it. Carson likes Fortnite. And so because he likes Fortnite, I did a lot of research about Fortnite, which is half the reason why I won't play it. I played H1Z1 for a little bit, but that kind of got a little boring. Hello to the third person watching. Not really sure who that is. But welcome to my stream. Yeah, Fallout 4 is more of a game that I'd wait until they were a little bit older to let them play. My hair is so soft. But it looks like shit. Oh shit. I gotta do my laundry. I hate laundry. Kind of. I mean, yeah. But as far as like the ending goes, no matter who you go with, it pretty much ends the same way. That's what I don't really like. I like how with New Vegas, there's a bunch of different ways the story could end. Especially given your karma. Even though karma doesn't really play a whole lot as far as the companions you can get in New Vegas, it can kind of dictate your and the story ending. But my favorite is Fallout 3. That's the one that I started playing from the beginning. I started playing Fallout 1 and 2 after that. But, yeah, I started playing Fallout 3 when I moved in with Jordan. And kind of fell in love with it from the beginning. Did you know, though, that shoot, what's his name? The mayor of Little Town, or Little Lamplight. Hi Kirsten, welcome back. I started playing New Vegas, or I started playing Fallout 3 and New Vegas on the PlayStation 3. I started playing 1 and 2 on the computer, and then Fallout 4 obviously on the PlayStation 4. What was I gonna say before Carson distracted me? I don't remember. I was going to say something and then Carson came back in and now I forgot. I hate it when that happens. I don't think I've ever played on a PlayStation 1. Hey, you commented that you were back and then that distracted me. And then I forgot what I was going to say. There's something about Fallout 3. I don't remember. My memory's shit though. I played on the PlayStation 2, the PlayStation 3, and the PlayStation 4. That's true. The oldest console I played on was either... Oh, I remember all of those. I don't think I've ever actually played on any of them, though. No. Okay, hold on. I haven't really played much as far as video games. I heard that the Nintendo Switch is fun. A friend of mine has one, I believe, but I haven't played it yet. So the PlayStation 4 is the newest console I played on. Excuse me. Oh, ouch. Ouch. Excuse me if I have a gaming classroom. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, my school had something like that for the seniors. We had a room that the seniors could decorate it how they wanted. And so when my class was in high school, or when my class was a senior, a lot of the guys brought in like TVs and Xbox consoles. Wow. I used to play Call of Duty. Why are you about to faint? Like fall asleep? Then go to bed. You don't have to stay up and talk to me. I think Call of Duty is the only thing I've ever actually played on the Xbox. Don't mind him, he's weird like that. I have been streaming for 95 minutes and 34 seconds. What? You are random and a bit odd. But your family. That's true. All the good people are odd. Well, that's a lot. No, our senior room was about as big as this room. Like our dining room. So it wasn't that, well, maybe a little bigger. You're a senior? That's cool. I graduated from high school 6 years ago. Why are you gonna faint? Because you're tired? As I said, go to bed then. Oh, that's cool. Class of 2013. Woo. Not really. I graduated with 76 kids, and 4 of those kids were girls that were pregnant. Yep. Because you're high. High on what? Life? You're only 13? Well, you're not the youngest person in our... Oh wait, yeah, actually you are the youngest person in on my channel, I think. I am 24. I graduated 6 years ago, joined the military 5.5 years ago, had a kid 3 years ago, moved to Florida 3 years ago, and I'm getting married in 2 months, 3 months. Oh, that's cool. Happy early birthday. Oh, your birthday's on Christmas. Wow. Lucky you. Actually, no. I have a friend whose birthday is on Christmas, and she said that she hates it. Or, no, we're technically on Monday, so it would be the day after Christmas. I bet. My birthday was last month, and even that's a bit... like, Cash, hey, Cash isn't bad. Mints can't get you high. Unless they have pot in them or something. Ew, that would be gross. All I want for Christmas is you. Sorry. Last Christmas I got crazy good stuff. I don't believe you. You are too young to have pop. I don't mind getting cash, honestly. Because, like, I don't really need anything or want any. Well, I want a lot of stuff, but it's mostly for organizing the house. That's just, like, that's kind of like, I don't know. But welcome to the stream. I appreciate you popping in, even if it is at, like, 2 o'clock in the morning. I got a 55-inch TV and a Nintendo Switch, 5 games. Wow. And a pet dog. That's cool. What kind of dog did you get? Carson, just stop. We have a dog somewhere around the house. Probably in with Jordan. She's a Boykin Dachshund mix. What was I gonna say? No. I get mostly leggings. Which isn't necessarily a bad present as a girl, but not necessarily what I want. Aww. That's cute. Oreo. I like that name. Nope, our Boykin Spaniel is named Cinnamon because she's cinnamon color. Actually, she's cinnamon. I don't remember. I don't remember her full name. She's my fiance's mom's dog. Jordan's mom's dog. That was a mouthful to say. I want a black pug. That's what I want. That's the kind of dog that I want. Oh, you cute. If I got a black pug, I would probably name her Lola after that pug in that video. Yep. That's usually what happens when I stream so late at night. Especially on a Sunday. Like, it's one thing if it's Saturday, because everyone can sleep. Stop, Carson. Hold on. And I'm back. No, I played that. Hold on again. Sorry about that. We don't have a night nurse for my son, so I had to be up all night. Yay! Which means that every time... You okay? Every time he rolls over or he coughs or something like that, I have to check on him. What time is it? It is it's almost 2 o'clock. Holy crap. I am probably going to end the stream here. I gotta give Gideon some meds. I hope you all have a wonderful Christmas Eve and a Christmas Day. If I don't end up streaming tomorrow, I'm going to try to. But I hope you all have a great night. Carson, you can still message me. Oh, you can message me on YouTube. You can message me on Snapchat. I think my Snapchat is KDF Weed 2013, but I don't know for sure. I'll check and then I'll put it in the comments. I hope you all have a great night.